reportedly oppose martial law will also testify. Additionally, witnesses related to election fraud allegations will take the stand. The Constitutional Court has not yet set additional hearings beyond the 13th, and a decision on Prime Minister Han Duck-soo's testimony remains pending. In local news, the Financial Times has highlighted the ongoing crisis in Busan, South Korea, where the population has declined by 600,000 since 1995. With 24% of the city's residents aged 64 or older, the Korea Employment Information Center recently labeled Busan as a city at a risk of disappearing. Busan now struggles with a youth exodus, largely due to the concentration of South Korea's economy in the capital, Seoul. The shift towards high-tech industries such as semiconductor production has further marginalized regional centers like Busan, with no major companies having their headquarters in the city. A 53-year-old Park Chun-gyu subdues a robber at a bank in Busan, revealing his past service in the special forces. Park, who was with his wife at the time, noticed the robber demanding money with a plastic-wrapped object that appeared to be a gun. Park focused on the threat, waited for the right moment to act. When the robber briefly turned away, he seized the opportunity, grabbed the weapon, and discovered it was a toy water gun. Park, a former commando unit member, credited his past military training with helping him handle the situation with calm. He will soon receive a certificate of appreciation from the Gijang police station. In international news, Hamas announced it would immediately delay the release of Israel hostages, citing Israel's failure to meet agreement conditions. In response, Israel condemned the move as a serious violation of the truce. The ceasefire, which began on November 19, is now under strain as both sides accuse each other of failing to uphold their commitment. Tensions are rising with the concerns that the truce may collapse. Now here's a weather update for Busan today. A dry advisory is currently in effect for this region, with a temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. Through the day, the temperature is expected to rise, reaching a low of 9 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. Starting from the middle of the next week, temperatures are expected to be similar or slightly higher than average, with no major cold spells anticipated for the time being. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Busan Worldwide with Stephanie Yoon. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Good morning and welcome to Busan Worldwide. Innovation and citizen happiness. These two keywords represent the direction of Busan's policies. 네, 혁신과 시민 행복. 이 두 가지 키워드는 부산시 정책의 추진 방향인데요. Despite difficult circumstances both domestically and internationally, we believe that combining these policies with the resilience of our Busan citizens will help overcome challenges and provide an opportunity for Busan to leap forward as a global hub city. With that in mind, Busan Worldwide will continue with the special Hope Relay series until tomorrow, highlighting hope for 2025. 네, 부산 월드와이드는 내일까지 2025년 희망릴레이 특집으로 함께합니다. This is Busan Worldwide and I'm your host, Stephanie Yoon. Welcome, welcome listeners. It's already February 11th and we're coming to you live from BFM 부산영어방송. So the year 2025 marks an important milestone as Busan strives to become a global hub city. This global hub city initiative will not only contribute to the economy, but will also lay the foundation for progress for diplomacy, society, culture, and many other fields. To achieve this, Busan's leaders are actively working across various sectors. From yesterday through tomorrow, Busan Worldwide presents the 2025 Hope Relay Special, where we meet the leaders of Busan one by one. 네, 부산 월드와이드에서는 2025 희망릴레이 인터뷰 특집으로 부산의 리더들을 만나고 있는데요. Yesterday, we spoke with Mr. An Sung-min, the chairperson of the Busan Metropolitan Council, about the main legislative plans and livelihood stabilization measures. Today, we're joined by Mr. Lee Jun-seung, the Vice Mayor of Administrative Affairs of Busan Metropolitan City, to discuss the city's policy direction for this year. And tomorrow, we'll talk to Mr. Choi Yun-hong, Acting Superintendent of Busan Metropolitan Office of Education, about educational policies for future of Busan. So it's definitely jam-packed for 3 years and 3 days. And during this 3-day Hope Relay Special, we'll be giving away gifts to our listeners. So leave your comments or feedback during our live broadcast and you'll have a chance to win an Americano coffee coupon through a lucky draw. 네, 방송 들으시면서 느낀 점도 좋고요. 질문도 좋습니다. 방송 중 청취평을 남겨주시는 분들께는 추첨을 통해 아메리카노 모바일 커피 쿠폰 드리고요. 많은 참여 부탁드립니다. You can participate via pound 9050 for 101 or for free on Kakao Talk or YouTube live chat as well. And if you didn't receive it yesterday, here's your chance for today. Also, along with today's Hope Relay special interview, we will have a Global Buzz Busan segment and the Correspondent Report segment, which will take us to Colombia. 자, 그럼 오늘의 더 인터뷰 잠시 후에 만나보겠습니다. Busan to the world, Busan Worldwide. You're listening to Busan Worldwide with me, Stephanie Yoon. Now it's time for the interview. We have entered 2025 in the midst of political uncertainty and economic challenges. Now, Busan has announced that 2025, the year of the blue snake, will focus on revitalizing the local economy and ensuring stability for its citizens. To achieve this, the city plans to accelerate policies for its global hub city vision. For part 2 of the 2025 New Year Hope Relay here on The Interview, we're joined by the Vice Mayor for Administrative Affairs of Busan Metropolitan City, Mr. Lee Jun-seung. 2025년 새해 희망 릴레이 더 인터뷰. 오늘은 두 번째 시간으로 이준승 행정부시장을 만나봅니다. Hello and welcome.
Welcome.
It's a pleasure to have you in the studio today. First, could you please share a New Year's greeting with the people of Busan?
Yeah, good morning, fellow Busan citizens. I'm Lee Jun-seung, Vice Mayor of Busan Metropolitan City. Happy New Year, all the citizens of Busan. I hope all the efforts you put in throughout 2024 turn into great achievement. May this year bring you success and happiness.
Yes.
Looking back on last year, I'm reminded that the unwavering and wholehearted support of our citizens played a crucial role in the remarkable progress we attained across various areas of our city. First, attracted the 6.2 trillion Korean won investment. It's more than 20 times than 3 years ago. Global Smart Center Index 14th globally in June. Global Finance Center Index 25th globally in September. Youth life satisfaction first
Oh, wow.
among metropolitan cities in Korea. Quality of life for children. Also first in Korea.
Wow.
I'd like to take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. As we welcome the new year, the city government is committed to strengthen Busan competitiveness and capability for the purpose of stabilizing the livelihood of our people and enabling them to find happiness in the city of Busan.
Right.
I'm confident that the city's growing role as a global hub city will help us reach our goals. Let's move forward together, believing in the potential of Korea and Busan. I wish you a year filled with hope and happiness.
Yes, let's indeed move forward together in 2025. Just hearing his New Year's greeting kind of inspires me and is very hopeful for the 2025 for Busan. Now, what are Busan's key policy directions and goals for this year?
Regarding the city of Busan's policy for 2025, the city government will leverage our competitiveness strengths to drive innovation and work together toward making Busan a global hub city where citizens can live fulfilling lives.
Right.
To achieve this, we will focus on developing infrastructure, promoting industry, and nurturing talent by consistently reinforcing our innovative capability. One of the key projects is the development of Gadok New Airport infrastructure, aimed to boosting its status as a hub airport for complex logistics.
Sure.
With the airport's early opening, it's clear that our project, including the creation of an airport city and designation of free economic zone, will help us realize these plans. The city will actively promote innovative industries. Our initiative to support AI technological development through labs and testbed is expected to steer growth for both individual companies and industries. Busan has recently launched the Regional Innovation System and Education Project, designed to nurture qualified local talent for such business demand.
I see. It's great to hear that the city will be focusing on developing, promoting industries, nurturing talent. That's so important. Now, tell us a bit more.
Yeah, our effort to make Busan true citizens' happiness city will also continue. I'm confident that by expanding the ESG Center and Lang Nalak, a globally recognized anchor facility within the 15-minute city project, we can create a warm-hearted community.
Absolutely.
On a more personal level, the city government will help citizens to discover daily happiness through social policies such as Dongbek Pass, the country's first integrated discount system for public transportation, and 평생 함께 청년 모두가 housing policies targeting the younger generation.
Right.
The main goal behind city policies are to prioritize the stability of people's livelihood and support the recovery of the national economy. In this context, we plan to allocate 180 billion Korean won in policy funds to ease the financial burden facing small business. Initiative like increasing the maximum cashback amount for 동백전 and 성결제 campaign, prepayment campaign are projected to revitalize the local economy, allowing us to successfully respond to complex economic challenges.
I see. And I know a lot of our listeners really enjoy the Dongbek Pass, of course, the program and whatnot, and 들락날락 as well. It's just great to hear about the city's well-rounded approach from infrastructure to talent development and innovative industries as well.
Yeah.
Now, the construction of Gadokdo New Airport and the North Port redevelopment are crucial for Busan's economic growth, as we know. So how far have these projects, progressed, and what are the next steps?
The construction of Gadokdo New Airport is on track with the goal of opening in 2029.
Oh.
Busan Metropolitan Government has successfully convinced the central government and the National Assembly members to earmark sufficient national fund for 2025, amounting to 964 billion Korean won. We aim to work closely with the central government in order to devise measures to address the concern of the local residents.
I see.
Most importantly, the city government aimed to develop Gadokdo New Airport into a key logistics hub in the southern region.
Right.
To this end, we will make sure that Gadokdo New Airport has sufficient infrastructure to serve as a logistics hub, while developing the surrounding area into airport complex city focused on logistics, commerce, and tourism. We intend to establish measures to expand the second runway, which will be incorporated into higher level plan. We also seek to designate airport complex city project site as a free economic zone, which will allow us to offer favorable conditions for investment and residential development.
Of course. And Gadok New Airport is something that will be a game changer for the city of Busan and the whole region. Let's also talk about North Port redevelopment project.
Yeah, Northport redevelopment project is also being implemented in 3 phases.
Okay.
Phase 1 of the project includes the full opening of the Northport waterfront park at the end of 2023, followed by the completion of the marina section and full opening of Isun-shin-daero last year.
Right.
The city government will coordinate with the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries and attract investment to ensure that the Phase 1 will be finalized by 2027 as scheduled. Last year, as part of Phase 2 development, Jaseongdae Pier was relocated to Ganman Pier. This January, we resumed the project planning service, securing momentum for further progress. Following the signing of the implementation agreement and project plan approval, construction is set to begin next year within a completion date targeted for 2030. Phase 3 of the project aimed to develop parts of Namgu and Yeongdo-gu into waterfront space and a new urban center.
Ooh.
The framework plan service was launched in August 2024, and the outcomes will be incorporated into government's Port Master Plan and the Port Redevelopment Master Plan.
I see. Now, as we know, both projects seem very crucial to Busan's future growth, and it's great to hear the long-term plans laid out so clearly. And the vision for transforming Northport into a vibrant urban hub is especially just lovely to hear. And it's going to be a great addition to Busan's identity, I think. Now, let's also talk about how last year Busan achieved significant success in attracting foreign investment.
Yeah.
So what were the key accomplishments and what are the plans for this year?
The Busan city government is exerting its effort to upgrade existing industry into high-level added sector while fostering future industry. In April of last year, Busan attracted 100 billion won in foreign investment for the construction of Lunar Korea's eco-friendly vehicle production infrastructure. In September, the city became home to Microsoft's third AI cloud data center. Furthermore, in January 2025, Busan signed an MOU with Microsoft headquarters to establish an academy centered on nurturing global talent for industries related to AI and technology. In November 2024, a significant amount of foreign investment resulted in the opening of not only the city's first but the nation's largest bio and pharmaceutical centers. In the second half of 2024, Busan's east and west areas were designated as an opportunity and development zone.
Right.
With these new designations, we will be focused on prioritizing the attraction of more foreign investment to advance to growth of future mobility industry, including and secondary cells and power semiconductors.
Oh, I see. It will be exciting to see how these new opportunities contribute to Busan's economic development in the coming years. So it's definitely exciting, bright future ahead for the city of Busan. Now, listeners, if you're in the middle or if you're just joining us here at Busan Worldwide, we're in the middle of the interview speaking with Mr. Lee Chun-sung. He is the Vice Mayor for Administrative Affairs of Busan Metropolitan City, really representing for the 2025 New Year Hope Relay here on the interview. Now, Busan is expanding its workation program to attract global talent. So what does this initiative entail?
Currently, the city government is actively working to attract global talents and vocationals to Busan.
Sure.
In September 2024, the city government organized a month-long global digital nomad vocation program, inviting 81 participants from overseas. The program received positive feedbacks, describing Busan as an ideal destination for digital nomads from around the world.
Wow.
Participants emphasize affordable living costs, convenient transportation infrastructure, and ideal work environment as Busan's key strength. Building on this success, the city government plans to enhance city branding to establish Busan as a leading global destination for vocation. Our vision for Global Vocation Initiative is to secure global branding which incorporates Busan's unique regional characteristic. We believe that a strong global branding will help bring more global vocational. We also aim to expand the global vocation program to attract foreign companies and talents to Busan and strengthen our global marketing efforts to encourage long-term stay rather than short visit.
Right.
Furthermore, we plan to expand the workspace accessible for 24/7 to offer a variety of work environment options for global vocational who may need to work late due to time zone differences.
Right. That makes total sense. And this is a very exciting initiative. And the positive feedback from the participants proves Busan's potential as a top destination for digital nomads. And expanding 24/7 workspaces is a smart move, definitely. It will definitely attract more global professionals who maybe value flexibility and connectivity. And a lot of people around the world are really looking to Busan as a place they want to visit and maybe stay long-term, like you said.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Now, let's change the topic a little bit. Recent safety incidents. Safety is so important, but including the Air Busan fire at the Kimhae International Airport have raised concerns among citizens. So what measures are in place to ensure a safer Busan in 2025?
Busan metropolitan government is fully aware of growing safety concerns arising from recent accidents. In response, Busan metropolitan government is now implementing a variety of safety management measures to achieve its goal of building a city where citizens feel safe. In addition, Busan metropolitan government is working with the central government to review and implement the latest safety measures in response to a rapidly changing society.
I see.
Recently, an Air Busan plane caught fire, highlighting the importance of swift response to societal disaster.
Sure.
To ensure prompt response to such situation, city government will raise awareness of the role of local government and related organizations. It will also recognize its disaster response system. In order to respond promptly to emergencies, the city government will strengthen current cooperation between relevant authorities and its response system with related organizations, including fire and police agencies.
See.
Last year, Busan became the first metropolitan city in Korea to be named an international safe community 3 times.
Oh, wow.
I believe that this was only possible thanks to your commitment to create a safer city. The city government will not rest on its laurels, but instead continue to work hard to make Busan safe.
Right.
The city government also wishes you to actively participate in safety yearly report to inform us of any safety dead zones or potential risk.
Right. Safety E reports is something that all of the citizens of Busan can participate in. And just listening to you, it's reassuring to hear how seriously the city government is addressing safety concerns. As we mentioned, safety comes first. And strengthening cooperation among key agencies is so important for effective disaster response indeed. And all these policies ultimately aim to position Busan as a global hub city. And for this to happen, the passage of the Global Hub City Special Act is crucial. So what specific strategies are being pursued to secure its approval?
The Global Hub City Special Act is the bedrock of Busan efforts to transform itself into a global hub. At the same time, it is part of national development strategy to form an innovative hub in the southern region of Korea, thereby promoting the balanced development of the country and ensuring national competitiveness.
I see.
The process of passing the law is still ongoing. Discussion with central government agents were finalized last year. In addition, both the ruling and opposition parties agreed on the importance of the bill and have decided to discuss it.
Great.
The Special Act is aimed on improving public welfare and has nothing to do with ongoing political controversies. Amidst the escalating difficulties in communities and people's livelihood, civic consensus has been formed on the need to enact the Special Act. Close communication with the National Assembly is necessary for its enactment. As such, the city government will make every effort to communicate with the National Assembly to emphasize Busan's unique characteristic and the need for the bill in order to secure their support to have the bill eventually passed.
Right.
Already, 1.6 million Busan citizens have participated in the Special Act calling signature campaign to urge the passage of the bill. The city government will organize the open forums and programs to listen to citizens and do its best to make their voice heard.
I see. So this special act is, clearly crucial for Busan's future growth.
Yeah.
And it's encouraging to know that discussions with government agencies and political parties are moving forward. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on this issue. And finally, any last words for our citizens and listeners tuning in today?
Yeah, my fellow Busan citizen, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Today, we face multiple challenges. However, the city government continues to work hard to achieve its goal of ensuring the happiness of our citizens. The city government will always strive to create a city where you want to live in today and in the future. The Busan Metropolitan City Government and its public servants appreciate your continued support. I wish the citizens of Busan happiness and good health in the year of the Blue Snake 2025. Thank you.
Thank you. It's inspiring to hear the city's commitment to improving the lives of the citizens. And we want to look forward to great things, the great things that 2025 will bring indeed. And this was the 2025 New Year Hope Relay interview with the Vice Mayor for Administrative Affairs of Busan Metropolitan City, Mr. Lee Jun-seng. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you in the studio.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after the song break. This is American Authors with Best Day of My Life.
I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna
And that was American Authors with Best Day of My Life. Listeners, I hope you're living your best days of your lives. And welcome back to Busan Worldwide on BFM. I'm your host, Stephanie Yoon. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Now, we're in the middle of Busan Worldwide's 2025 Hope Relay Special. Now, you can still leave comments during the live broadcast, and you may win a coffee coupon through a lucky draw. And to participate, you can send messages to pound 9050 for 101 for free on Kakao Talk or on YouTube live chat as well. Let me check out some of the messages coming in. We have 이응님 saying 오늘은 영어로 듣는 인터뷰네요. 2025년 부산에 희망을 느낄 수 있는 정책이 많이 실행되기를 바랍니다. 라고 보내주셨어요. Yes, today we had a special interview in English, so it felt even more special. But yes, it really inspired me to look at Busan differently. I am very hopeful and excited for 2025 for the city of Busan as well. And we also have 황 작가님 messaging in on a live chat. They said, 시민들과 소통하는 방법 중 영어 방송 인터뷰가 참 좋은 것 같아요. 다 함께 90.5. Yes, I like that. 다 함께 90.5. And we also have Sunflower님 messaging in. 시장님부터 부시장님까지 요즘은 영어 인터뷰가 대세인가 봐요. 와우! 라고 보내주셨는데요. Yes! English interviews are definitely in these days, starting with the mayor and now the vice mayor as well. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And Benny님 messaging in, and also Jinli님, 고수님, thank you so much for messaging in today. With that, let's move on to Global Buzz Busan. Now let's dive into our segment that covers all things Busan as the city takes bold steps toward becoming a global hub. This is Global Buzz Busan. 글로벌 도시로 성장해가는 부산의 다양한 소식을 전해드리는 시간입니다. So this year, the city of Busan has selected 22 projects for support under the National Sports Event Funding Initiative. 부산시는 올해 국내 체육대회 지원 사업을 공모를 통해 22개 사업을 선정했습니다. So these include events such as the Busan Mayor's National Park Golf Championship for people with disabilities, the Busan Super Cup National Dodgeball Championship, and the Busan Mayor's Ice Sports Championship as well. The projects mainly focus on promoting para-sports, nurturing less popular sports, and expanding winter sports infrastructure. In particular, by expanding support for para-sports events, the city aims to broaden participation opportunities for individuals with disabilities and improve accessibility to recreational sports. As the saying goes, a healthy mind in a healthy body, we look forward to a Busan where no citizen is left behind and everyone has access to maintaining their health. And that's it for Global Buzz Busan. Let's take a quick song break. This is Oasis with Wonderwall.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you there were winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me.
Now it's time for Correspondent Report, where we connect with our reporters from all around the world. Today we're heading to Colombia. 콜롬비아 매대진의 우지은 통신원과 함께합니다. 안녕하십니까?
네, 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
네, 반갑습니다. It's a pleasure connecting with our reporter based in Colombia. Let's jump into our topics. First, here's our first story. Colombia has opened a new maritime trade route with China. With growing pressure from the U.S., it's interesting to see the choice Colombia will make or have made. So let's hear the details. 첫 번째 소식입니다. 콜롬비아가 중국과 새로운 해상 무역로를 개설했다고 합니다. 미국의 압박이 거세지는 가운데 콜롬비아가 어떤 선택을 했는지 자세한 소식 들어보겠습니다.
네, 콜롬비아 정부는 최근 중국과의 협력을 통해 태평양 연안의 부에나벤투라항과 중국 상하이를 잇는 새로운 무역 항로를 개설했습니다. 콜롬비아는 전통적으로 미국과 강한 무역 관계를 유지해왔지만 미국이 고관세 부과를 시사하며 압박을 가하자 새로운 활로를 모색한 것으로 보입니다.
I see. So the Colombian government recently established a new trade route connecting the Pacific port of Buenaventura with Shanghai, China. Colombia has traditionally maintained strong trade relations with the U.S., but as the U.S. signaled possible tariff increases, Colombia sought alternative options. Now, why did Colombia make this decision? 그렇다면 콜롬비아는 왜 이런 결정을 내린 걸까요?
네, 가장 큰 이유는 무역 다변화입니다. 현재 콜롬비아의 최대 무역국은 여전히 미국이지만 최근 몇 년간 남미 여러 국가들이 중국과 무역을 확대하는 추세입니다. 콜롬비아도 이러한 흐름에 동참하여 아시아 시장과의 연결을 강화하려는 것입니다. 실제로 부에나벤투라항의 컨테이너 처리량은 이번 합의를 통해 주당 1만 TU까지 증가할 전망입니다.
그렇군요. So the main reason is trade diversification. The U.S. remains Colombia's largest trade partner, but in recent years, many South American countries have been expanding trade with China. Colombia is now following this trend to strengthen its connection with Asian markets, and with this new route, Buenaventura's container capacity is expected to reach up to 10,000 TEU per week. Now, how could this impact Colombia's economy? 그러면 콜롬비아 경제에 미칠 영향도 궁금해지는데요.
네, 우선 수출 시장이 확대될 가능성이 큽니다. 부에나벤투라는 콜롬비아의 주요 수출품인 커피와 설탕을 아시아로 보내는 중요한 거점인데요. 중국과의 직접적인 항로 개설로 인해 운송 비용 절감과 물류 효율성이 개선될 것으로 예상됩니다.
I see. So this is likely to expand Colombia's export market. Buenaventura is a key hub for shipping Colombia's main exports, such as coffee and sugar, to Asia. And the direct trade route with China is expected to reduce transportation costs and improve logistics efficiency as well. But this could strain relations with the US, couldn't it? 하지만 미국과의 관계가 악화될 수도 있을 것 같은데요.
네, 맞습니다. 콜롬비아는 역사적으로 미국과 긴밀한 경제, 정치 관계를 맺어왔습니다. 하지만 최근 몇 년간 페트로 정부가 독자적인 노선을 추진하면서 미국과의 갈등이 심화되고 있습니다. 특히 지난 1월 미국이 이민자 송환 문제를 이유로 콜롬비아 제품에 대한 고관세를 검토하겠다고 발표하자 콜롬비아 정부는 보복 관세까지 시사했죠. 이런 상황에서 중국과의 무역 확대는 미국과의 갈등을 더욱 복잡하게 만들 가능성이 있습니다.
그렇군요. 결국 콜롬비아의 선택이 국제 무역 질서에도 영향을 미칠 수 있겠군요. 앞으로의 상황도 계속 지켜봐야겠습니다. Now, historically, Colombia has maintained close economic and political ties with the U.S. However, the Petro administration has taken an independent approach in recent years, leading to increased tensions. For example, in January, the U.S. considered higher tariffs on Colombia goods due to issues related to immigration policies, prompting Colombia to hint at retaliatory measures, and expanding trade with China could further complicate these tensions. So definitely Colombia's decision may influence the global trade order, and we'll have to keep an eye on future developments. Let's move on to our next story. Colombian President Gustavo Petro is facing controversy for downplaying the dangers of cocaine. So what exactly did he say? 다음 뉴스입니다. 콜롬비아 페트로 대통령이 코카인의 위험성을 낮게 평가하는 발언을 해 논란인데요. 어떤 내용인가요?
네, 페트로 대통령은 정부 회의 생중계 중 코카인은 위스키보다 나쁘지 않다며 남미에서 만들어졌기 때문에 불법일 뿐이다라고 말했습니다. 또 세계적으로 합법화하면 마약 밀매 산업을 해체할 수 있다고 주장하였습니다.
I see. So during a live-streamed government meeting, President Petro said cocaine is no worse than whiskey, and I quote that, and suggested that it's illegal only because it's produced in South America. He added that global legalization could dismantle the drug trafficking industry. Now, as we know, Colombia is the world's largest producer of cocaine. So what's behind this statement? 콜롬비아는 세계 최대 코카인 생산국인데 이런 발언이 나온 배경은요?
네, 페트로 대통령은 기존 마약 단속이 실패했다고 보고 있습니다. 마약 소비국인 미국과 유럽이 수요를 줄여야 한다는 입장인데요. 하지만 아이러니하게도 그의 정책 아래 2023년 코카 재배 면적이 10% 증가했고 생산량은 53% 급증했습니다.
I see. So President Petro believes the traditional drug enforcement approach has failed. He argues that consumer countries like the US and Europe must reduce demand. However, under his administration, coca cultivation increased by 10% in 2023, with production rising by 53%. How has the international community responded? 그럼 국제사회 반응은 어떤가요?
네, 미국과 유럽은 반발할 가능성이 큽니다. 특히 미국은 강력한 마약 단속 정책을 유지하고 있어 외교적 갈등으로 이어질 수도 있습니다. 반면 일부에서는 합법화를 통해 마약 조직을 약화시킬 수 있다는 주장도 나오고 있습니다.
I see. So US and Europe are likely to push back. The US in particular maintains a strong anti-drug policy, which could lead to diplomatic friction. On the other hand, some argue that legalization could weaken drug cartels. So we'll have to follow how this situation develops as well. And let's move on to our final story. Every Sunday and public holiday, the streets of Colombia transform into something quite different. It's thanks to Ciclovia, Colombia's car-free day, when streets are reserved for bicycles and pedestrians. So how is this affecting the bicycle industry? We're going to hear all about it today. 마지막 소식입니다. 매주 일요일과 공휴일이면 콜롬비아 거리 곳곳이 평소와는 다른 모습으로 변한다고 합니다. 바로 차 없는 날, 덕분인데요. 이 날에는 차량이 아닌 자전거와 보행자가 도로를 채웁니다. 그렇다면 이 문화가 자전거 산업에는 어떤 영향을 미칠까요? 자세한 이야기 들려주시죠.
네, 차 없는 날 시클로비아는 매주 일요일과 공휴일 오전 7시부터 오후 1시까지 수도 보고타를 포함한 콜롬비아 여러 도시에서 시행됩니다. 76km가 넘는 도로가 차량 없이 개방되며 시민들은 자유롭게 거리를 누빌 수 있습니다. 자전거, 롤러블레이드, 조깅, 그리고 강아지와 산책하는 사람들까지 다양한 모습을 볼 수 있습니다.
Wonderful to hear. So Ciclovia takes place every Sunday and public holiday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. in cities like Bogota. Over 76 kilometers of streets are open to the public where people can jog, rollerblade, and cycle, and even walk their dogs without cars. So it's a car-free day, but really changing lifestyle, it seems like. So great to hear. I am kind of jealous of that. Maybe here in Busan, we can adopt that and have more people walk and enjoy the day out without cars. And that's going to do it for today's correspondent report, connecting with our reporter based in Colombia, Ms. 우지은. 네, 오늘 콜롬비아 소식은 여기까지 듣겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 콜롬비아 매거진에서 우지은이었습니다.
All right. And that's going to do it for today's correspondent report. And that brings us to the end of today's show. I do hope that you enjoyed every one of the segments we have prepared for you today. Now, if you missed today's coffee coupon event, don't worry. You still have a chance to participate tomorrow. Like we said, our Hope Relay series go on until tomorrow, highlighting hope for 2025. So join us tomorrow at 11:05 a.m. And tomorrow, we'll be joined by Mr. Choi Yun-hong, Acting Superintendent of Busan Metropolitan Office of Education, for an exclusive interview, as always, here at Busan Worldwide. So stay tuned for that and join us for the coffee coupon event as well. Busan Worldwide was produced by Kim Yoo-eun, written by Bang Mira. I've been your host, Stephanie Yoon. The final song for today is Kim Dong-ryul and Toy with 너의 바다에 머무네. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
여름 조용한 바다 서늘한 바람이 분다 철진한 플래카드 덤빈 가게 팔아서 잘 지냈냐고 인사 건너네 그 여름 눈부신 바다 너라는 추억이 품다 단방울 맺힌 콧등 아이 같은 그 미소 바람에 춤을 추듯 흔들리던 치마 자꾸 생각이 나 너의 푸른 바다 다 타버릴 것 같았던 우리 까마득히 해맑아서 숨이 멎을 것 같았던 남겨둔 채 서둘러 도망치듯 달려온 긴 세월이 흘러이네 할 말이 남아있는데 모래를 알아 나란히 걷던 너와 나 수줍게 앞서가던 너의 가녀린 발목 맘을